Hello everyone, my name is Tai. Today I would like to talk about a short talk or news. Number one, first, the speaker said the Central Water Authority advised on residents that day to use less water because there were very little water in the reservoir and was not expected for weeks. Number two, first, the speaker said patients at City Hospital had received holiday gift that day, and that, she said, children from local school had distributed presents to many of the patients. And finally, he suggested keeping in the spirit of the holiday session, and he said the doctors and nurses had given presents as well. Number three, first, the speaker said Computer Magazine had reported that day that the California Computer Company had announced the entry of a new computer. Next, he said that computer was smaller and faster than all the computers currently on the market. And finally, he said business travelers would find it very useful. Number four, first, the speaker announced all banks and public offices had been closed that day because of the heavy snowfall. Next, he says school had also closed and would remain closed until next week. Finally, he said most roads were closed, and so he suggested staying home. Number five, first, the speaker said Malaysia and Canada had signed a cultural exchange agreement that day. Next, he said the cultural minister of both countries had attended a concert after the signing. And after that, he said the countries could exchange orchestras and dance groups. But drama groups were not included in the cultural agreement. Finally, he said it was hoped that a new trade agreement would follow. Number six, first, the speaker said the president had left that week on a 2-week tour of Asia, and that he said the president would make weaker the head of state of 5 different countries. After that, he commented that was the president's first foreign tour since he had to office. Finally, he said his wife will accompany him on the trip. Number seven, first, the speaker announced traffic had stopped for more than 4 hours the day before because of an accident. Next, he said a car had taken a bus on State Street at about 5:30 p.m. and 3 passengers had taken to the hospital. Finally, he said police has closed 2 blocks of State Street until 9:45 and directed traffic to the main street. Number 8. First, the speaker said thousands of people had gone downtown the morning before to see the annual National Day Parade. Next, he said the parade had led by their newly elected mayor and her family. After that, following the parade, the public had enjoyed an afternoon of free concert in City Park. And finally, he commented nice weather and great music, making a pleasant day for all. Number 9. First, the speaker said an increase in the shell tax had announced the day before. Next, he said the tax would go up from 5% to 7%, and some store owners fear that would cause people to buy fewer things. Finally, he reminded the new shell tax would go into effect next month. Number 10. First, the speaker announced the new high-speed train service to the national capital began the day before, and then he said passengers said they had preferred taking the train because it was more convenient than planned. After that, he said 3 trains a day left from the downtown train station for the capital. Finally, the trip took 2 hours and 45 minutes by train, but only 1 hour by plane. Number 11. First, the speaker said the United Nations appealed to its membership that day for an additional $20 million to buy more trucks and spare parts to speed distribution of supplies to the victims of HIV employment. And then he said the fruit and medicine donated by concerned governments were building up at the polls. Finally, he said, UN spokespeople said that if the food could not be moved to the approximately 10.8 million famine victims, distribution of grant would be cut in half within 3 months. Number 12. First, the speaker said Japan's high savings rate will rely on the Japanese economy and on the rest of the world as well. Next, he said for this case that high savings portion provide inexpensive investment fund to business, which helps spur Japanese high economic growth. But there were a downside to high saving portion, that were the costly of consumer loans. And further, her high saving rate reduced the value of the yen on the international market. Finally, he said that expand Japan's trade surplus, which in turn called for protectionist pressure in the other countries.